Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban knife style and jungle survival. Today we're going to have a look at the HX Outdoors Kitchen Nordic fixed blade, model number D-236. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. Thanks. HX Outdoors is a knife brand from China, and I've seen their knives for some time. They make knives in both plastic handles like the Moraknivs, and they also make some with wood handles like this one over here. Now, I'm not sure what the exact name of this knife is because in the product description is just a whole bunch of keywords, but the first words are Kitchen Nordic, so I'm going to call it that. This knife was purchased from AliExpress, and I must say it arrived much earlier than I thought. It took only about 2 weeks to reach me, and I'm putting the link in the description below. The price of the knife is about US $20 depending on currency fluctuations, and that's the price of about a Mora that's about the price of a Mora companion. And that's about the price of a Mora knife companion, but this has a wood handle and leather sheath. So let's have a look at the knife. Now the box is very simple. It's just a carton with branding over here. And let's open it up. And we have a leather sheath. And we have the knife. Let's take it out of the plastic. There is a tip protector over here. Let's take that away. And here's the knife and here's the sheath. Okay, let's have a look at the sheath first. It is a leather sheath with the Chinese characters for HX Outdoors. It's quite well made. It's a bit thin, but I think it's fitting for a knife of this size. I would say maybe this could be a bit thicker, but it's basically all the same thickness. And in terms of the design, it's pretty much fine. It's gonna hold the knife just fine. And let's see, we'll put it in. Alright, it will fall out, and that's why you do need this snap button for that retaining strap, and yeah, that will go nowhere, and this can be carried on a belt, or you could add a dangler system if you'd like. Alright, so that's it for the sheath. Now I would say that this knife is actually smaller than I imagined, and I don't see this as a wood processing knife, but it'll make a great general camp knife or a food preparation knife. I think it'll be particularly good for people who do not want a big knife. Well, let's just have a quick look at this knife. Now this looks like it's got a hammered finish, but I believe this is really just a factory finish on it. Nice dark wood handle, as you can see. It's very slim, but I must say it's very comfortable. It is smaller than I thought. I'll give you the specs in just a bit. But I would say just a very nice knife, definitely lots of control because of its size and just the way the handle is. Alright, let's maybe have a look at some specs for the knife. Now the blade length is 3.5 inches, the handle length is 4 1/8 inches, the overall length is 7.5 inches. The weight is 3.11 ounces or 88.3 grams. The blade thickness is 3 mm. It's a drop point style blade with a hollow grind. Now this steel is 65 manganese or 65 Mn, as I've come to learn. Now this is an extremely durable steel from China and is recognized as one of the toughest steels with many uses, from making knife blades to shock absorbers to various tools and instruments. So this steel has many applications and is categorized as a spring steel. 65 manganese is very popular for kitchen knives, so maybe this is what it's really supposed to be. It's supposed to be a food prep knife since it's called the Kitchen Nordic. Being a carbon steel, you must dry and oil it after use, but it should be very easy to sharpen. Now the spine of the blade seems sharp, but let's see if we can strike a ferro rod. Not really good sparks, just barely. Probably you need to take a file to it if you really want to strike a ferro rod and make it a really 90-degree angle. Now the handle is walnut with a brass bolster. As I said, finish is really good, very comfortable in hand. Now this is not a full tang knife, so definitely I won't use this as a bushcraft knife in a sense for wood processing. You will not want to put this through hard use, no battening. I'm sure it will not survive that. I think that this really works well as a food preparation knife. If you're doing general camp tasks, cutting tasks, this actually works very well. So I think this knife fits people who want an outdoor fixed blade knife, but they do not want a big knife, they do not need it for hard use, and they want a traditional looking knife with a wooden handle and leather sheath, and they only want to spend about $20 on the knife. Now, if those are your requirements, this knife will fit the bill perfectly. I also think this is the perfect fixed blade for a child or Cub Scout. But what do you think of this knife, the HX Outdoors Kitchen Nordic? Do you agree that this would probably be a very good food prep knife or maybe a carving knife, and it's, well, really value for money at $20? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, or do you think there are better alternatives at this price point? I would say for $20, it's value for money, and based on the requirements I mentioned above, if that fits you, I think you'll be very happy with this knife. I personally think if I was a scout and this was gifted to me as a fixed blade, I would be really happy. I think the size would be right. It's not too intimidating, and for a child with smaller hands, still could be used and very capable for all the things that would be needed. But do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.